listen, after we beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia, Tank, you ain't got no excuses.
Say it again.
You ain't got no excuses.
Yeah, Bill.
Hey, Drew Titan.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to LDBC.
Yes, sir.
In this thing. Where's Devin? Oh, okay.
Bill, you guys going for the knockout? What's up? Y'all going
Oh, listen, absolutely. I mean, Ryan gonna violate like Regis Prograis and Dev gonna demonstrate. Period. But if he come up in there, you know, faking and playing, then you know what I'm saying, it could be what it's gonna be, just a beatdown. But if he initiated, I mean, of course, Devin is a master boxer, and I mean, you know, he can handicap you. But if you want it to be what it is, he gonna demonstrate.
Can you elaborate with the little beef going on with Bernard Hopkins? You spoke about it, you know, being incarcerated. He always brings it up.
I mean, y'all seen it, man. You know what I mean? Everyone's asking me something about a bathroom and the penitentiary, and we know that anybody that's been in the pen, that's, you know what I mean? You know, you get out where you get mad at. You know what I mean? Especially if you bringing it up. So he doesn't have anything else to say today. You know what I'm saying? Because I brought a couple guys that might want to go to the bathroom with him.
Hey, Bill, hey, listen, man, on the face-off, you start seeing Ryan get real upset, start shaking a little bit. I thought he was going to try to take off for real. What do you think? Why do you think Brian got that upset? Just, you know, what was
I mean, there's a lot of emotion in it. I mean, and you guys get a chance to talk to the camps. I think that the realization is setting in that you're fighting the best fighter in the world, period. Best skill set, best jab, best defense, best feet work. I mean, the list goes on. So I'm just a happy, you know, trainer and manager to the best fighter in the world. You can no longer down him, you got to crown him, period. For sure. I mean, one of the statements that we want to make is that we can make those fights happen, right? I mean, we chase legacy, and then, I mean, the guys that you guys crowned, I mean, said the legacy didn't reign supreme, that it was all about being a draw. So we got their draw, that was their biggest draw, and we got him a headlock, and we got him in Brooklyn. Can you imagine that? The home of Jay-Z, Biggie, and this lane wants to start talking about some other city. We know you can be tough in Oakland, you can be big in California, but you ain't that big unless you done came to New York City and did it.
So there was never an issue with coming to New York City, right?
Huh?
There was never an issue coming to New York City.
Man, we loved it. I mean, it was like, you know, an open invitation that's saying that you got the megaphone in New York, you got to fight there, and you got the whole week to go everywhere and invite people to come watch your fight. What better city to do it in New York?
How hard was it to do the negotiations?
Shout out, Blue.
To get this deal?
Listen, it wasn't hard because they've been lying. They won't tell the truth. You know, Devin sent me on a special assignment, like always, to make the fights happen. That's legacy defining, career defining in him, right? So I stepped to Oscar De La Hoya to make the shit happen. Then told him, I said, if you're gonna be a Hall of Fame promoter like you was a Hall of Fame trainer, then you're gonna have to make the best fight in their prime.
Bill, they just announced Subriel Martinez over here at Matchroom Boxing. If you can't get Tank Davis, Subriel's over there, you think you can unify before the end of the year?
I think that it's a very real possibility to fight with Subriel, the one-armed bandit, anytime. I called him up. I called him up after the fight like I do. As soon as Devin handled his business, I called to see what's cracking, who talking about what. I mean, and you know, they told me to call him back. I called him back, then they told me that they were gonna call me, and they never called. So now he got a new management, new team, and maybe a new outlook on it. But he's still a one-armed bandit. For sure. For sure.
Can you tell us about you felt like Mayweather was against you or everyone's against you, you said, but you were going to prevail
No,
at the end?
I just said that he's with Ryan on this one. You know what I mean? Maybe we can flip him back over on this side, but right now he's riding with Ryan, and he knows that we're closer than Ryan is to casting a shadow of a doubt that he might not have been as good as Devin is at 25. I know it's a fight for freedom. It's a fight for Devin owning his show and being a real promoter in the game. So I think that maybe, you know, with all that going on, that Floyd is pulling for himself as well as pulling for Ryan, that Devin doesn't come out on top. But it ain't gonna work, Floyd.
You believe that he showed the video, the sparring video? You believe that's true? That he showed the video?
He should have showed the sparring video of him and Devin. Yeah. What? Now, why he's showing all that sparring video? Yeah, show the sparring. And it was 6-0. It wasn't close. It was like Floyd was looking in the mirror when I told him. How long ago was that? It was before the Conor McGregor fight when he finally decided that he could no longer be in the boxing with no real fighters. Devin is the one that stamped that. He knew that the torch had to be passed, and he passed it to Devin. I mean, because it was either forced or it is what it is right now. We will be challenging him, and like we challenge everybody. There's nobody in boxing in or around the division that, you know what I mean, he's not looking to fight.
Why you feel Floyd is salty in the situation with you and Dev?
I don't know. I won't say the word salty because when you got that much money, you know what I mean. It's hard to be salty about anything. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just the way that it is. It's the new era. It's the Devin Haney era, and that's what it is. And he's hanging on to the Floyd Mayweather era. I mean, so hard he choked out Terrence Crawford. He's still talking about he in boxing. Terrence Crawford couldn't have an era to himself. And if you put Terrence Crawford against any opponent on Floyd's resume, who do you have favorite? Terrence Crawford or one of Floyd's opponents?
Why does Ryan keep mentioning him?
No, I'm asking the question first. Do we got Terrence Bud Crawford beating everybody on Floyd's resume?
Show dropping it.
Huh?
Terrence beat Floyd?
Huh? Well, that's what I was going to ask you after. I mean, shit. You dig? I mean, it's an era where Terrence was in the shadows of Floyd. And when Devin came along, there was no shadow that was big enough. Because we're not taking no prisoners. We know that our job is to get to the Mount Rushmore of boxing, where the greats are. And Tank Davis is a stay busy. Ryan Garcia stay busy. Teofimo Lopez stay busy. And the one-armed bandit himself, Matias, stay busy fights. But you know what these promoters do. You saw what Eddie Hearn did. He got the opponent for Devin. You saw what Top Rank did. He went and got the opponent. They're in the opponent business. We're in the winning business.
Is 47 still in the picture, Bill?
Right now, the picture is Ryan Garcia and that left hook that he got. You know what I mean? That's what's on the plate right now. You know, we focused on that. And, you know, we know that he's a boxer impersonating as a TikTok star. We got too much. You don't have that much amateur background and that much boxing in you to be saying that you're a TikTok star. He's trying to fool us with that smile and all that shit. You know what I mean? But he's a fighter. He's a fighter posing as a TikTok star to draw attention to his boxing. And we planned on April the 20th, putting an end to all that bullshit.
Now, you guys fought six.
That you feel like you have to neutralize?
Well, he does have another weapon he won't be able to use. That's Henry Garcia and Miss Garcia. They used to be coaches. They were everything. They were the judges, they were the referees, they were the parking attendants, they were everything. And I think now, when you've lost ability that you've been brought up with all that control, that now it's reality is sinking in.
When you look at